Welcome, seekers of history, to the golden sands where ancient gods were forged by mortal hands. Before the Great Pyramids pierced the sky, a single genius defied the limits of human design. His name was Imhotep, a brilliant architect who dared to build a stairway to the stars. Was he merely a gifted visionary, or did he possess a lost technology from the distant gods? Join us as we uncover the incredible truth behind the world's very first stone monument. The year is 2670 BC, as Egypt flourishes under the mighty Third Dynasty. Within a sacred library, the brilliant high priest Imhotep seeks hidden ancient knowledge. He is a master of medicine and math, possessing the greatest intellect of his generation. Yet, a profound, heavy burden weighs upon his soul as he contemplates the fragility of life. According to ancient royal decrees, pharaohs are buried in simple mud-brick mastaba tombs. These fragile structures easily crumble into dust beneath the harsh, unforgiving desert wind. King Djoser enters the dimly lit chamber, demanding an absolute, eternal resting place. The ruler desires a colossal monument connecting the mortal earth to the distant heavens. Imhotep realizes that mud bricks will simply never survive the endless passage of time. He stares at the vast papyrus scrolls, redefining the boundaries of human imagination. The grand vision of an indestructible stone mountain begins to form inside his brilliant mind. This radical concept requires entirely new mathematical formulas and logistical systems. Historical records suggest he spent countless sleepless nights calculating geometric angles. He must convince the conservative royal court that carving mountains is physically possible. Djoser grants him absolute power, providing endless resources to achieve this divine goal. The architect meticulously drafts the very first blueprint of a solid limestone complex. He envisions not just a flat tomb, but a massive staircase reaching toward the bright sun. This ambitious endeavor will inevitably drain the vast economic wealth of the entire kingdom. Imhotep stands alone in the shadowy room, feeling the crushing pressure of divine destiny. He must transform theoretical calculations into a tangible reality on the desert sand. Preparing for the task, he gathers the most skilled craftsmen from across the fertile land. Massive royal decrees are dispatched to mobilize thousands of laborers for the project. Copper tools are forged in roaring fires, preparing to conquer the solid white limestone. Every detail is strictly planned, leaving no room for any disastrous structural failure. The audacity of his vision challenges the deeply established traditions of the priesthood. Guided by his profound intellect, Imhotep steps out of his quiet, scholarly sanctuary. He travels toward the western desert, where the barren landscape offers only scorching heat. The dry wind heavily bites his face as he finally gazes upon the empty construction site. Here, amidst the unforgiving elements, the true, ultimate test of his genius begins. The quiet architect has now officially become the commanding leader of a civilization. The Saqqara plateau violently awakens to the deafening roar of relentless industry. Thousands of weary laborers drag massive limestone blocks across the burning desert sands. Imhotep stands among the workers, his white garments now stained with thick, pale dust. He meticulously inspects every carved stone, ensuring perfection in each structural layer. For the first time, they are not just stacking mud bricks, they are reshaping mountains. The initial design begins as a flat mastaba, but his grand ambition quickly demands more. He decides to place another, smaller stone mastaba directly on top of the first level. This unprecedented move creates the world's very first towering stepped structure. Deep within the quarries, skilled masons relentlessly swing mallets against copper chisels. The striking echoes across the Nile, symbolizing humanity's conquest of a wild nature. Giant wooden sleds carry the immense blocks up the steep and narrow earthen ramps. Progress is painfully slow, testing the limits of human endurance and engineering skill. The scorching sun relentlessly beats down upon their muscular backs, causing exhaustion. Yet Imhotep's stoic presence drives them forward through the unbearable, blistering heat.
More men on the ropes now.
If you were given a task that defied all known physics, would you dare to take the first step? He is not just building a tomb, he is constructing a fortress for the glorious afterlife. Beneath the structure, a complex labyrinth of dark tunnels and chambers is excavated. These subterranean passages are designed to thoroughly confuse any future grave robbers. Imhotep's brilliance masterfully intertwines practical defense with spiritual symbolism. Pharaoh Djoser visits the noisy site, observing the slow progress with a stern, royal gaze. The king's immense expectations place a heavy psychological weight upon the architect. Tensions rise among the exhausted workers as the physical demands push them to their limits. Several fatal accidents occur when thick hemp ropes snap under the heavy stone tension. The priesthood whispers poisonous doubts, claiming that stacking stones offends the gods.
The gods demand it.
They argue that such a towering monument is a dangerous act of supreme human arrogance. Imhotep must battle the elements of nature and the venomous intrigues of the high court. Despite the fierce opposition, his unshakable faith in geometry remains absolute. He adjusts the plans, adding more stone tiers to increase the pyramid's overall stability. A simple tomb, originally meant for a king, is now becoming a sacred gateway to immortality. The physical toll on the chief architect is becoming visible in his weary, sunken eyes. Yet he refuses to sleep, personally supervising the placement of the foundation blocks. Years painfully drag on, and the unforgiving desert attempts to reclaim the construction. Sandstorms frequently batter the workers, halting progress and burying vital equipment. Imhotep himself is seen digging alongside the laborers to rapidly free the trapped stones. His once pristine garments are now replaced by a heavily soiled and ragged workman's kilt. The heavy burden of constant, devastating setbacks threatens to shatter his rational mind. A sudden collapse of an internal corridor severely injures dozens of hard-working men. Hostile priests seize this tragic opportunity to demand the project's total cancellation.
This heresy from the court.
They proclaim that angry gods are punishing the architect for his terrible human hubris.
Plague await those who defy the sacred law.
Pressured by the religious elite, the king considers halting the entire stone construction. According to legend, Imhotep stands directly before the mighty sovereign's golden throne. He passionately defends his design, explaining the mathematical logic resting behind it. He promises that this magnificent structure will outlast all currently fading memories. When faced with intense doubt, would you surrender or bravely fight for your ultimate vision? Moved by the architect's unyielding conviction, the king commands the work to proceed. The colossal stepped pyramid finally begins to rise majestically above the golden sand. Slowly but surely, the incredibly massive limestone structure reaches toward the heavens. Imhotep spends countless remaining days perfecting the grand outer limestone casing. His body deteriorates, yet his brilliant spirit remains entirely unbroken. The exhausting labor transforms the barren desert into a sacred, royal necropolis. Deep inside the solid stone mountain, the pharaoh's eternal burial chamber is sealed. It is completely surrounded by absolutely beautiful blue faience decorative wall tiles. These stunning subterranean galleries vividly represent the glorious afterlife. Every carved corridor stands as a pure testament to the master architect's genius. Finally, after nearly 2 decades of epic sacrifice, the monument is totally finished. Standing precisely at 60 meters high, it absolutely dominates the golden landscape. The polished limestone brightly reflects the blazing morning sun across the River Nile. No human eye has ever witnessed such a magnificent, breathtaking architectural wonder. A spectacular, massive royal procession slowly marches toward the completed temple. King Djoser steps down from his chair, overwhelmed by the staggering, gigantic scale. He slowly gazes upward at the pristine stairway that connects Earth to the high heavens. The mighty sovereign finally realizes that his eternal dream is now a true reality. Imhotep gracefully approaches the king, wearing exquisitely pure white linen garments. His physical fatigue has vanished, replaced by a profound aura of divine wisdom. He no longer simply bows as a humble servant. He stands as the master of creation. The silent, astonished priests bow their heads in absolute, total, fearful reverence. They understand that this magnificent stone mountain has rewritten human history. Djoser publicly declares Imhotep to be far more than just a mere ordinary mortal.
Let the legacy of Djoser be etched into these stones.
He officially proclaims that his loyal advisor shall be remembered throughout eternity.
Shall be remembered throughout eternity.
The extraordinary invention rapidly transforms the foundation of ancient Egypt. Following this glorious achievement, all subsequent pharaohs demand stone pyramids. Imhotep established the advanced structural framework for the Great Pyramid of Giza. His groundbreaking medical papyri described anatomical treatments before Hippocrates. Generations forgot his humble origins, elevating him to a supreme immortal deity. He became worshipped across the empire as the divine god of healing and architecture. Magnificent, decorated bronze statues were passionately cast in his everlasting honor. The step pyramid remains incredibly intact today, surviving 5,000 years of history. It proudly stands as the ultimate, undeniable proof of humanity's boundless capacity. When we gaze upon its weathered white stones, we clearly see the incredible truth. Imhotep achieved the glorious eternal life that countless ancient pharaohs sought. His immortal spirit permanently resides within the meticulous perfection of the stones. He courageously dared to challenge the established rules of the decaying world. By turning a fragile, earthly vision into an indestructible, gigantic, towering mountain. The remarkable legend of Imhotep teaches us a deeply profound philosophical lesson.
Not in stone, but in the understanding heart.
True, magnificent greatness is rarely handed down directly from the heavens above. It is painstakingly carved through immense sacrifice and unwavering sheer dedication. And the incredibly brilliant vision to see absolute perfection within simple dust. Historical records documented in the sacred ancient texts continually praise his name. Even the mighty Romans and the classical Greeks deeply respected his intellectual genius. He proved that a single determined individual can change the world forever. From the humble, quiet library to the highest pinnacle of glorious, royal, divine power. The towering, magnificent step pyramid will always illuminate the Egyptian skies. Imhotep's legacy proves that true immortality lies in the power of the mind. Do you think he was a human genius or a keeper of divine secrets? Share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this journey through time, please like and subscribe for more tales. Welcome, seekers of history, to the golden sands where ancient gods were forged by mortal hands.